Hey friends, Sleepy here, and welcome to a brand new episode of my weekly gaming playlist series. We made it to another Friday, so it's time for me to discuss the games I played this week and share my thoughts on them. Would love to hear your thoughts as well, so if you've played any of the games I shared today, let me know what you thought about them. I'm always interested in hearing about the games you guys are playing, as that gives me ideas on new games to play and experience. And if you guys have any recommendations on a title you think I might enjoy, let me know about those. I do appreciate all the suggestions you guys have been giving me in this series over the years, as I've got a nice list of titles to check out that I either own or ones I'm going to look into maybe purchasing, and I have played quite a few of your guys' suggestions already, so please keep those up. I really do appreciate them. I've got to do quite a bit of gaming the last couple of weeks as work has been slowing down with overtime, so I haven't had to be practically living at work like I was the previous few months. I'm also taking off a couple extra days next week to help out with our budget, and I have plenty of hours for my vacation, so I'm looking forward to it just to be able to relax and not have to be at work as much. And so it's been really fun gaming more and having more time for that. And this game is a title that I'm continuing that I was playing last week, and that is Biomutant. And I've been playing it on my Series X, which you also play on the PS4, PS5, the PC. It's also on the Nintendo Switch. You can play this on your Xbox One. But what I really like is if you plug this into your Xbox Series X, it'll get a boost to the visual graphics and performance, and the game's file size increases for those. So the game looks absolutely beautiful on my 4K TV on my Series X, and it runs really well, fast load times, and I've been having an absolute blast with it. Now, this is a third-person kung fu action RPG, and I've been having a lot of fun with it. The basic story is that it's set in a post-apocalyptic world, so humans polluted the world, damage the air, oil sludges everywhere, and they really just ruined the earth. And either all the humans got killed off or they fled from the planet. I'm not exactly sure. It doesn't really go into super detail about the humans. It's just all humans are gone at this point, and you play as one of these mutant creatures here on the cover. And there's 6 different kinds. They have their different species, and they have their own different little looks to them, and you can adjust their colors, which is pretty cool. There's also different classes, and there is a DLC class that was a pre-order bonus for copies, but you can buy it now. It's the mercenary class, and I actually got that for free because I just recently bought the Atomic Edition of this game, and that was in the case, and then nobody redeemed the code, so I redeemed. So I have the mercenary class, but I already picked the Psy-Freak class, which is like a magic-based class, because you can do melee attacks, use melee weapons. There's also guns, but then if you do like I do, you actually have magic abilities where you can shoot out like lightning and stuff, and there's a different variety of abilities like that, which is really awesome. But as you play through the game, you can really shape your character and change how you are based on the attributes that you choose for your character. So I'll read you guys from the back. Biomutant is an open-world, post-apocalyptic kung fu fable RPG with a unique martial arts-styled combat system allowing you to mix melee, shooting, and mutant ability action. The plague is ruining the land, and the tree of life is bleeding death from its roots. The tribes stand divided. Explore a world in turmoil and define its fate. Will you be its savior or lead it to an even darker destiny? So there's a good ending and a bad ending, and it depends on what you do. Your choices will affect the outcomes in the game. There are 6 different tribes, and they are all aligned a little differently. Some are really good, and some are really evil, and some are kind of in between. And it's your job to either unite all the tribes or defeat them, and either save the Tree of Life or kill the Tree of Life. So you either get the good ending or the bad ending. So it actually does add replay value, because if you beat the game, there is a new game plus mode. You can then go back through and do the other choices and see the other ending, which is kind of cool. So let's check out some of Biomutant.
How can something as beautiful as this be dying? A plague is ruining the land, but the Tree of Life still stands. Question is, for how long? End is coming to the new world. The tribes stand divided, in need of someone strong enough to unite them, or bring them all down. This is a story with an unusual beginning. So, let's expect an unusual end.
Hey friends, we're back with more Biomutant, continuing my journey, trying to complete this game 100%. I've been having a lot of fun with it. Third-person action kung fu RPG that I definitely think you guys should check out. It's got a lot of great settings that you can adjust in the menu, which kind of reminds me of modern PC games. So there's quite a bit of options for you to tweak for your own personal taste, which is good. And I've currently got like almost 50 hours into the game. And the game looks really good on my 4K TV, playing it on my Series X. A great boost from playing on the Xbox One X. Still looks good on that console as well, though. But I've been having a lot of fun with this one, and definitely one I think you guys should check out if you're a fan of this kind of games. It's got a decent sized map too. Now we're not talking about the biggest game maps that are in other open world games, but it's pretty decent size. I've been to almost everything, but I'm still, exploring areas within the maps. One thing I really love about this game, especially for those of us that like to complete areas, if you want 100% a game, it'll actually put a check mark and turn the label of the area green, meaning that you've done all the objectives in that area. So you can easily see areas that you need to complete and areas you've already completed doing the area objectives. There's also a ton of main story quests to do, which are in yellow, but all the blue are the side quests, which is great. And that keeps track of them all here for you, all the different main ones. You can keep track of the different tribes, as there are 6 tribes total for you. You either unite them or defeat them. Keep track of your animals that you can ride around. So you have a little transport there. And then the old map. And the different areas. Now what's really cool too is there's a diverse area in the game. There's areas that are desert area, you've got snowy areas, you got grass areas, you got areas that have area effects, like you can get burned from being in there, you can get asphyxiated from there being no oxygen, you could freeze to death, there's biological hazards, so there's all kinds of cool effects that can happen to your character, and you can see that in these different areas that are colored. Like here is a toxic pink area. There's toxic stuff in the water, which is really cool. So there's just a variety of areas and locales for your character, which is cool. And then you have your basic RPG elements, of course, your vitality, strength, intelligence, agility, charisma, luck, and you can play as different classes. Now there is actually DLC that lets you play as the mercenary class, which I actually got in my Atomic Edition of this game that I bought recently. I got that unlocked, but I'm playing as a Psy Freaker class, which is a magic-based character, which I really love those kind of characters. But there's a variety of ones you can play. You also can pick a variety of what you want your character to look like, which I'll show you guys in the outfits here, what my character looks like. So you pick as one of these creatures, and you can adjust their color, and there's different styles. There's like 6 different kinds, but you can also adjust how tall and short and fat, and adjust the way that the characters look. And so it's pretty cool as you play as one of these little characters. You also have this little automaton character that accompanies you. He's your little robot companion. You can adjust his appearance, and you can change it based on doing quests for him to unlock different variations of him. Now he's the narrator of the story, and he also translates for any of the characters you run into in the game. There's a great crafting and loot system as well, so you can craft all kinds of weapons and armor, and you can enhance them. And I've currently got my armor almost maxed out here at 441, and then I've also been leveling up my resistances to the heat, the ice, poison, and I've got my asphyxiation is up. So that's what helps me, so when I go into areas, I don't have to worry about any of those status effects messing with my character. So let's go here and take on a quest, and you guys can see some combat. Now what's cool is when your character runs, he gets down on all fours and runs like an animal would, which is pretty cool. But when you're not running, you're just walking on 2 feet, and then you have your arms to use, which is really sweet. So you have melee weapons.
Keep your head in the game.
There's also kung fu abilities you can, which they call wung fu, and then there's also guns you can get. And you can do a mixture of that. You also have magic abilities, like I do, where I can use lightning attacks, which is sweet.
Amazed you found Gizmo at the chug yard.
So all the characters have different little voices, but they don't talk. The narrator, your little automaton, he's the one that actually narrates for you.
Says you're welcome back.
So you can get a lot of quests from random characters. Sometimes you'll talk to random people on the road, and they might say, oh, hey, I know a secret. And if you have enough charisma, you might be able to persuade them to tell you where the secret is. So that's pretty neat. The game's got fantastic music. It's also got a day and night cycle, so sometimes it'll be daytime, so it'll be nighttime, and that'll adjust how the areas look. And there's a huge variety of music as well that'll play in different areas, which is great. So here is a little fort. Now you'll notice, because this is a AA game, we're not talking a AAA game, that you'll notice a lot of reused assets. Like all these forts pretty much look the same. They'll have a little variations to them, but basically all the different areas will have the same similar structures, and they may just adjust the color a little bit and move a building around here and there, but they pretty much stay the same. It's kind of like if you guys have played The Elder Scrolls Oblivion, you guys know about how people were complaining, and even Skyrim, like, oh, all the taverns look the same. Well, it's similar in this game. So here we are at Frugo's Joint, and there's a soul up, there's a person needing to help, there's a loot, and then there's a skill point codex. So now I gotta come in here and fight these bandits, so you guys can check out combat and get this area cleared out. And there's a variety of enemies too. You got little ones, big ones, and some of them will have different abilities. They'll have different weapons. Some of them sometimes have weapons that they can throw at you and can actually drag you towards them. Oh, looks like that little mini boss is coming out of this fort. So if you see that fire or lightning icon on there, it's letting you know that that ability you're using is doing more damage. And so you can also do effects with your weapon. So like I have ice damage here on this club. And so you can see you can actually freeze enemies sometimes, which is cool. And so I like to vary and use all the abilities I have for combat and stuff, especially when you're in like huge battles, because sometimes that's what will save you. You don't want to just get mobbed up, so sometimes you got to take time to go around. Ooh, just unlocked an achievement. Kills 25 bandits. Got him. There's also a variety of combos for you to unlock with the Wung Fu abilities.
That'll come in handy. This one seems to be in good spirits despite being left here for dead. Has heard that you have a sense of compassion and trusts it's in your nature to help those in need. Asks you to do the right thing for the sake of your conscience. It's only through your inner conflict you're held accountable for your actions.
So you can do good deeds or you can do bad deeds. So there's a good aura and bad aura, and based on your choices is what you'll align towards.
Can't be good without doing good for others.
And there is a good ending and a bad ending, so you can actually play the game twice, because there also is a New Game Plus mode if you want to see everything. So my maximum light just went up.
Check everywhere.
Sweet, just now unlocked another upgrade point. So not only do you upgrade by leveling up with your character, by killing enemies, completing quests and stuff, sometimes you can actually find stuff that will give you a little more strength by doing a mission. You might improve your agility, your intelligence, so it really pays to explore the map. And there's all kinds of stuff for you to loot. Now, one thing I really love too is that there is no weight limit in this game. You know, normally in other games, you play, you can only hold so much loot before you get encumbered and you have to sell stuff or drop it. In this game, there is no limit, so you can wear as much stuff as you want and accumulate as much shit as you feel like, which I think is great. So let's go here. You have some stuff with the character you can do, like there's your aura where you're light. I have 121 light and 4 things of dark, and that's where my alignment is at. For your mutation, you have your biogenetics. These are all different powers that you can unlock as you play through the game, and you use your bio points to unlock those. You also have your psi powers, which I'm using, and some of them you can only get if you have your dark powers up further, so which I think is kind of neat. So you have good light and dark powers. And you also can upgrade your resistances here. I got all those maxed out. The only one you can't upgrade is your one for like the oxygen, but you can wear gear for that, which is great. Oop. Then you have your Wung Fu here, which just shows you the different kind of combat that you can do, which I've been trying to get everything unlocked. There's a few that I'm missing in different areas, and as you play through the story, you'll start unlocking more stuff as well. So you can go in there and just look and see if you're missing, oh, like rifles here. Use a point there. And now that's unlocked, and it'll tell you the little combos to unlock those. With rifles and shotguns and stuff. Nice, unlocked all my gun proficiency skills, so now my character knows all the gun stuff, which is cool. And then you also have your perks, your general stuff you can unlock here. I still have a lot more to get. The unlock stuff, where it makes your character stronger, which is great. And then my Psi Freak thing, I have another ability here. So there's a lot of stuff for you to get, and I'm currently level 46. I'm about to be level 47. So I'm getting really far in the game. I'm having a lot of fun with it. And it's definitely one I think you guys should check out if you're a fan of third-person open-world action RPGs with the little kung fu abilities in it. You know, and you have magic and stuff.
The salt feels crusty on your skin.
You want to play something a little different than your typical open-world games, because, you know, you play as a character. You know, it's an animal creature. This is a post-apocalyptic world. Humans have died off or left the Earth, and you guys are the only creatures left. But the world itself is dying. There's this big, great world tree that is being killed off, and you have to either help save it, or you can get it, destroy it yourself for another ending, each of the 2 endings you want to get, which I think is great. I've been having a lot of fun with it, and it's definitely a game I think you guys should check out. You got a lot of great story quests to do. You don't have to do all the side quests like I'm doing, but doing them unlocks a lot of new abilities. Like I did a quest here, a side quest, and I unlocked this suitcase that allows me to fly a little bit. And then I also can glide and stuff. And so that's helped me get to areas that I normally wouldn't be able to reach, which I think is great. So now I got that simply by completing side quests. So I like to complete all the side quests because it helps level you up, because there are some real tough boss battles that you'll get into, and if you're not have enough skills and level to it, you know, it's gonna make it really tough. But definitely you guys should check out Biomutant. Hope you guys enjoyed that look at Biomutant. I've been having a lot of fun with this game. My character is currently level 55 now. When I stopped playing, it was like 20-something. I had 24 hours in it before I started playing last week, and I now have like 55 hours into it, and I still have not beat the game. I went through and cleared out a majority of the map by now, found all the collectibles, I've been leveling up my character, I've been knocking out most of the side quests, I've been knocking out some of the main quests, but I still do have quite a bit of the game left to play. But these are the kind of games where, you know, I'll put in 10, 20, maybe 30 some hours into them, and then I'll put them down and revisit them again. So I've already played this once before, I've played it now, and I'll plan to put it down and start a couple new games soon, as I would like a change of pace. But I will eventually beat this game 100%, as I really am enjoying the game. It's really awesome. Now, sadly, there is not a strategy guide for this game. There was a kind of like a user-created one that I bought for, but it's not as good as like one of the official strategy guides. But there are plenty of great guides on YouTube and online for you to find for this game to help you with finding some of the collectibles and stuff, because some of them can be really difficult. So it's been really handy finding those. But I've been having a lot of fun with this game. Love the music in it. Fantastic music. The graphics. The game just looks really awesome. I just love playing as one of these mutant creatures. It's just cool playing something different. There's no human characters or anything in the game. It's all these different animals, and it's just really unique setting too. I like having the kung fu part and having magic and having guns and having swords and stuff, and it's really awesome. Now, when this game was first released, there was a lot of hate for it, but I was recently checking out some of the reviews scores on the Xbox Microsoft Marketplace, and I was happy to see that there was a lot of positive comments now for this. So a lot more people are finally giving Biomutant a chance, and a lot of people really have been enjoying it like I have, and I definitely think you guys should check out Biomutant. So let me know your guys' thoughts. Have you guys ever played Biomutant? What were your thoughts on it? Would love to hear about the games you guys are playing, and if you guys have a recommendation on a game you think I might enjoy playing, let me know. I want to thank you guys for watching. Take care. You guys have an amazing day, and Sleepy will see you next time.